is a song about, it's a lifeboat disaster actually. It's called the Mary Stanford of Rye, so true story. When Master John Stanford of London town died, they read out his will and his legacy spied. It said, take this bequest for to build me a crown, so that with it my name shouldn't die, and give it to the RNLI. So they fashioned a lifeboat of Liverpool class, 38 foot from her stem to the aft, with a close reef mainsail on a 20-foot mast, and to grant the last wish of his life, named it Mary after his wife. She went into service in 1916, and 63 times from the boathouse she screamed, across the shale and Rye Bay, through the teeth of the storm, and into the mouth of the waves. All sailors' lives for to save. Chorus. Johnny, come home, they all sing from the pier, on the 50th day of November each year. And one day the sea she will give up her dead, and home will come young Johnny Head. Home will come young Johnny Head. Now young Johnny Head had just turned 17. Serve on the lifeboat was young Johnny's dream, with his father, the coxswain, his brother and the crew, and to serve he was willing to die on the Mary Stanford of Rye. On November 15th, with the storm at its height, the Alice of Riga was losing her fight. 7 miles from Dungeness she was drifting and lost, and the crew prayed and cried to the Lord. That's when they heard the maroon. It was 4 in the morning when young Johnny Head, on hearing the signal, he leapt from his bed. With his father and brother they ran like the wind, the width of the furious waves, for there were lives for to save. Johnny, come home, they all sang from the pier, on the 50th day of November each year. And one day the sea she will give up her dead, and home will come young Johnny Head. Home will come young Johnny Head. Now to haul out the lifeboat took blood, sweat and tears. It took them 2 hours, must have seemed like 2 years. Exhausted and spent, they set her afloat and into the barbarous waves rode Mary to Alice's aid. It was 6:45 when the shoremen lost sight of the Mary as she slipped out into the night, and at 6:51 the Coast Guard he rang, saying, stand down you lifeboat men brave, for the Alice is already saved. Nobody knows from that day to this why the Coast Guard got word at 6:11, but the message he kept 14 minutes or more, while 17 brave men of Rye rode into the tempest and died. Johnny, come home, they all sing day she will give up her dead, and home will come young Johnny Head. Home will come young Johnny Head. It was almost noon on that terrible morn. The families and launch crew had waited since dawn, when suddenly somebody pointed and cried, and there in the surf and the spray, Mary Stanford she lay. Her body was battered, her keel was upright, no close reef made sail, no crewman in sight. They hauled her ashore and they knelt round and prayed, and gazed out again at the main, and the tears they ran like the rain. Then one by one the sea gave her her dead. First Willie Clark, then young Jimmy Head, then Albert and Rob, the two cutting boys, and three from the Pope family, and 9 more sons of the sea. But young Johnny Head, he never came home. He lies out somewhere in the ocean alone. His comrades lie buried in the churchyard at Rye, but they